Okay, I think this should be recording. I'll be very honest with you guys. I've never done anything like this before. I'm still learning how to do any type of editing stuff. This is very uncomfortable for me. But oh, and the quality is gonna absolutely be garbage. I'm pretty sure because I'm using a very old Logitech webcam that I had for many years. So forgive me. I don't know, still trying to figure this stuff out. So, but yeah, I wanted to sort of go over a little bit of my lifts that I did in the competition last Saturday, and or maybe 2 Saturdays ago, and just kind of going over that, seeing what that's going to look like, and what I could have done better. Overall, I'm had a great time. I just wasn't very proud of my performance. You know what I mean? I didn't really get any new PRs, nothing like that. Though the weights I did move, I moved better than I did before. But nonetheless, there's so much more I can do to grow and to learn and to really understand and do. I'm going to see real quick. Is this recording? Okay, so yeah, I'm using a little thing as you can probably tell right there. So anyway, I want to just go over some of my lifts. So let's just kind of start looking at that a little bit. This is going to be my opening squat, 315 pounds, and just see how that goes. It plays. There we go. Solid lift, easy enough. Done 315 many times before. I'm happy with it. So this is my second lift. I jumped up to 350. I realized now I should have done 330. I don't know why I thought 350. That was going to be like my final attempt, depending on how I felt. And when I told my coach, he looked at me. I was like, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, I think it was supposed to be 330. So this is my attempt at 350. My second attempt here. And I can tell right off the bat just by looking at myself. And obviously, I was in that position. I was not comfortable with anything right now. I felt like my feet wasn't positioned right. I felt as though the bar wasn't as tight as it could be on my body. Just everything did not line up the way I was hoping it would be in that moment. And even here, I don't know if you saw. I don't know if my mouse is coming up, but my legs kind of caved in a little bit. So my calves like that. But anyway, legs kind of caved in a little bit more than I wanted it to. That's something I'm still working on even now. And well, let's just finish it first. Good fight. Good fight. But one thing that's kind of hard to see from this angle is the fact that I also felt like all like started to fall forward. When I went down, I was very much coming down way too far forward. I don't think I was looking up as much as I should have been, and I definitely was not as tight as I should have been. This is a lift I've done before, and I've done it well. Right, it's still a grind, but I was very disappointed in the fact that I didn't get that. I was shocked. I was blown away, but thankfully the spotters were there to help me. Everything was fine, and yeah, I didn't get injured. But we are going to attempt it again in this next one right here. Redemption time, and this is 350 again. Even here, I could just tell on my face and just remembering how I felt. I felt my feet were aligned well, that they were in place. I felt I could brace better, that I could also almost like spreading the ground apart with my feet. Like I just felt more firm and planted in this position. I think it was also a mental thing with the fact that when I was doing the previous 350 pounds, I was kind of second guessing myself, and I should not have been doing that. My coach on this attempt told me just get the work done. You've done it before. Get out of your head. And he was right. I was very much in my head. And doing this third attempt, it made me realize how much I was in my head. So let's see how it comes out. Even here, right, I don't really see much leg caving in as much as I did on that first attempt. And I felt like I was able to brace and push myself from this point on. On the last attempt, I felt like there was no way I was getting power, like all power had been lost. Here, I did slow down, but I still felt like I had power pushing through, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and I was happy with that. Very happy with that. Fun fact, too, I look over to the side. The white lights weren't on that side. They were actually on the opposite side. I was kind of confused, and I just heard them say 3 white lights is good, and that's when I got excited. But I was looking for the lights and realized I was looking in the completely wrong direction. Second lift. Now we are onto the bench. Right, we're going to go through this relatively quickly. It's just a quick little recap on how things went, how things were. So starting off, 215 pounds. And if you're wondering, the man up there is my coach. He is the coach of the team I'm on, Red Wolf, and so just want to give props to him. He's been really helping me out and really been a great coach. My last coach was amazing. I loved him, and I will always cherish him. Right? And I'm not here to compare coaches. I'm just saying that I've had 2 great coaches in the past, and the coach I have now, amazing, absolutely great. He's very supportive and very there to help me really push through in many ways that I didn't think of at first. So great guy. Sorry for pausing so much. The other thing too, so when I got these videos back, I thought it would be a widescreen, but it's more like as if you're looking on a phone. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really have the other videos. Maybe in the future, I can record my lifts if I have a better camera and stuff like that, and just kind of go from there. So 3 white lights. That was an easy lift. 215. Done that many times before, so no big deal. I will say bench is my worst lift, and even watching this back now, I saw it again. I'm not sure if you noticed, but the bar did sort of wiggle a little bit, like I didn't get it out firmly. I brought it out and I kind of lost balance a little bit. So learning to keep tight and really push my shoulder blades back, that's what I need to really work on a lot. And I'm trying to keep conscious of that whenever I do bench. I've noticed that when I do that, like everything feels tighter, everything feels powerful, but I don't know why I still have a hard time trying to maintain that, especially if I try to do multiple reps. Thankfully, it's a competition, so you're only really doing 1 rep at a time. Second attempt, we are looking at 230. This was my max attempt at my first competition, so it's nice that I was able to bump things up this time around. I just wasn't able to PR at the end of the day. Solid second attempt, in my opinion. That bar came off smoother, that bar went down smoother, and came up in a consistent manner. So I'm happy with that lift. Overall, I was very, very proud to have that as my second attempt, as that was my max attempt at my first competition. Last attempt we're looking at here, this is going to be 250 pounds. I've only done this once outside of a competition, and even then it wasn't my best lift. I think looking back now, I can say that I should have done around the 242 or maybe 245, whatever the weight would have been, pounds, because obviously this is kilograms. I should not have done 250. I think I was very overreaching it because the last time I did 250, I got it up, but my butt came off the bench, so I was not able to stay planted. And the other thing I struggle with too is getting liftoffs. I don't know if this is for everybody. I've noticed this with myself that when I'm able to get the bar off on my own, I'm able to position my body and move it in the way it needs to be. Whenever I get a lift off, I feel like I'm somehow not getting into the right position. So I need to learn to do better with lift offs because as the weight gets heavier, I'm going to need to do a lift off no matter what. But yeah, let's just see how this 250-pound attempt goes. More copyright music, which is great. Maybe if I just talk through it a little bit, it won't affect it as much. Regardless, it's not like I'm making any money off this. But I just don't want my videos to be blocked in other countries or whatever it is. Yep. So my left side is a much weaker side compared to my right. As you saw, it very much did not go evenly up. I wasn't tight completely in doing this, to be quite honest with you. My body, I don't know what happened, but no, I do know what happened. I just wasn't ready for this weight. I was not maintaining tightness enough. And just overall, I should have done a lower weight. I could have gotten a new PR and gotten on the board and stay with that stuff. But I'm still happy I attempted it. Right? I see that there's definitely a lot to improve, but I do see potential to get this weight up very easily. So that will come in time and with more training. And bench is my weakest lift. Not to put that as an excuse, but just for me to remind myself that this is one I need to put extra work into and extra effort into if I want to really improve it. So let's get to the fun parts, deadlifts. So opening attempt was 385. 385, I believe is what it was. And I know we were going to do lower before, I think, maybe 365, but then coach was like, no, you can definitely do 385, so we did that. Opening lifts, easy enough, so let's get through it. Easy. Second attempt, we're looking at a jump to 407. And with this one, this was my max attempt at my previous competition. So again, happy to be able to do that as my second attempt, making it a much easier and a much more consistent lift. The fact that I'm able to get over 400 consistently, to me, is super proud. Like, I'm super proud of that. I never thought I'd be able to do that at some point. So, but there is some stuff I want to point out here. I wonder if we can see it here. Oh, hold up. I think this is out of order. Yeah, this is out of order. I apologize. This is not 407. This is 424 pounds. So let's talk about that. This is 424 pounds. This was going to be a new PR. I realize now I should have done 418. However, would I have gotten 418? I don't know. I'm glad I attempted 424, though. Looking back at this, I don't know if I was fatigued. Maybe I just wasn't ready for the weight. But, oh, man, I feel like I could have gotten that. I feel like I could have absolutely gotten that if I put in the effort. I did feel a lot of my body feel like it was pulling apart, so I was like, you know what, it's fine. And it was already coming down. I was going to start hitching, so the lift was going to be no good anyway. Nonetheless, came down, and I'm proud of this attempt. This is one I'm not like, man, whatever, I wish I got that. This one, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it, but I'm happy I attempted it just to see where I was. So this next one, this is going to be the second attempt. These just came out of order. Apologize for that. So. This one is 407. It's 407 pounds, 407 point something. No need for the minor details, but I want to see if there's a way to see what happened with this one specifically. I get it if you're wondering, but ooh, I think right there you can almost see it a little bit. So at around the point of my knees, right, if we look a little bit closer, maybe if I go back a couple seconds, but I started to lean forward, and that freaked me out a little bit. And I remember when that started to happen, I kind of freaked out and started to lean back a bit and just hope for the best with the bar. I slowed down, and I think that's because of, I mean, it's a heavy weight for me, don't get me wrong, but it's also because I lost form. My heels felt like they came off the ground. Probably didn't see it as much here, but I did see them move up in this video. Let me see. Can I move my video camera a little bit? Go back slightly. Let me go back 10 seconds. Let's see. So we're looking at the back heels here. Yeah, they came up, and that threw me off so much. But I got it nonetheless, so I'm happy for that. I'm very happy with that. Again, this wasn't my best performance in any way, shape, or form. Granted, this is my second performance. There's a lot I could work on each lift. I missed out on one lift, on one attempt for each lift, unfortunately. Would have been cool to get 9 white lights, but it is what it is. And I always like to see if I can push myself in these situations. Overall, I had a great time. I absolutely loved it. Heavy iron training in Bakersfield put on a great competition. And I was happy I did all of that. I really was. I am just not satisfied with my performance. That's not to say I hated it. There's so much I could have done better. I like how I was able to bump up in weight and make what my previous third attempts become my second, and just see that progress overall. It's not an easy journey for me with this stuff. but it's a fun one for sure. Super fun journey for me. I'm just curious to see where things will go, how things are going to change up, and what will happen at that point. But yeah, I'm sure I can get to a 500-pound deadlift with enough training, and I'm sure I can get to what was my goal? 280-pound bench press. You know what I mean? Be cool to get a 405 squat too. Those are like my current goals right now. Just getting to the next 100 for at least squat and bench. I mean, for squat and deadlift. For bench, it's gonna be let me at least get to 280. Let me just see if I can get there first. So, but regardless, this was a fun competition. Bakersfield is hot if you've never been there. It was hot. There was a lot of mosquitoes. I got chewed up, but man, it was great to come out there with a team for the first time. Have my coach there cheering me on, competing along with me. Overall, this was a very exciting time for me, and I'd want to give a shout out to the person that took these videos and made my hype video. Let me find their Instagram real quick. It is sly.visn. I'm guessing Vision. Liz is her name. Great photographer. Did really great work with this, and I really enjoyed the hype video she made. So I'll probably put her Instagram, the link in the description, just to give her proper credit. And yeah, so that's pretty much on my end here, guys. Hope you guys had a great Saturday, right? I got a massage, so I'm pretty worn down. I should be good by Monday. Excited for that. A little pain here and there, but nothing that I can't handle. Should be good by Monday to get back on squats. So, and I should be seeing my chiropractor soon in a couple weeks. Maybe I can see him sooner. We'll see. But regardless, guys, I do appreciate you taking time to watch this with how bad audio and visual quality it probably is. And again, I appreciate you guys just constantly coming to watch this journey and be a part of this journey with me. So I hope to do more stuff, lift more heavier weight, and see where things go. With that said, I hope you had a great day, great Saturday. I hope you have a great remainder of the day. And if not, again, you always have tomorrow. The only easy day was yesterday, folks. So stay strong, stay amazing. As always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.